broadly, where all topics are on the table, nothing is off limits.
Hey girl, happy birthday.
Your birthday was only a couple weeks ago, so it's like our birthday quarter.
Do you feel any older today or?
Yeah, no, I feel good. I think, with it's always good to make another trip around the sun, right?
It is. Well, you look good.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
So
Still working on it.
Quiz questions to see if your mind is diminishing because of your age, or are you still sharp?
The answer is yes.
Okay. Let's just see what the yes is. Okay, are you ready for me?
Go.
What scientist is famous for formulating the law of universal gravitation?
Well, gravity, wasn't that Einstein?
No.
I can't remember. I don't know.
Isaac Newton.
Oh, that's right, Isaac Newton. I should know that.
Uh-huh.
We need to go over because now Drew's gonna beat me. He's gonna be like, "You're such a fucking moron." I'm like, I don't know. Oh my god! I told you my recall is terrible. Like it's like I can't think that quickly on my feet with stuff. I'm terrible.
Mm-hmm. But you were close. You had the eye.
What? Okay. All right. Is a penguin a bird?
No.
Yes, it is a bird. It just can't fly.
I thought that was a good question. I was going to say yes, but what kind of question is that? Of course it's a bird. So I thought no.
I mean, you say of course, but some other person might think it's a mammal.
But a mammal is a bird.
No. Oh, you should look that one up too. I think our podcast is going to be like two dumb broads.
Ooh, okay. Right. I have two more for you, and I know you're going to get these right.
Oh God.
In what country was Osama bin Laden killed?
Wasn't he in, oh God. Of course he was. Well, wasn't it Afghanistan?
Pakistan.
But
you got the stand right.
I got the stand right. Okay.
All right, give me one. I'm ready.
Right. According to legend, what happened to everything that King Midas touched?
Turned to gold.
Yes, you are correct. Ding, ding, ding.
Okay. How long is the average menstrual cycle? I made that one easy for you. I know you're going to get it.
I think the average is probably about, I'd say like 5 days, 5 to 6 days. Is it a range?
Cycle.
What? The menstrual cycle.
I know, but not the period time, the cycle. 28 days.
Oh, 28 days. Yeah.
Cycle. Yeah. You knew that.
No, but I thought you were talking about like the actual like period.
No, the cycle.
Oh, the full cycle. It's like every month. I wouldn't even say 28 days. Well, I guess you're asking the average, but it's monthly. So yeah, that's a dumb question. That's a near you. Two dumb broads.
Okay. One more.
Okay, one more. Which chess piece can be moved in an L shape? Do you play chess?
The horse one.
Do you play chess?
No, but there's a horse.
There is a horse, but it's the knight.
Let's just say that I did. It's the horse.
Okay, we'll go with that. Sure.
All right, good job. So,
oh God, I hate these questions. I feel like we just start off the podcast, and I'm like, okay, how stupid can Mo look now?
No, we're geniuses in disguise.
The genius. Okay, so let's talk about the Oscars. Did you watch any of it last night?
No, I can't get into the award shows. The world is on fire. I don't care about award shows.
I know. That's always been my release.
To be fair, I didn't care about them before.
Did you see any of the highlights or anything?
I saw Best Dressed and Worst Dressed.
Okay.
And something about Tim Chalamala-ding-dong.
Well, he did not win, which I'm kind of glad.
Saw that.
Yes. No, well, and I've mentioned before, I like the award shows. I just like to watch it. I don't know. I always have. So I did watch it from start to finish. It was pretty good. I tell you, the In Memoriam was really it got to me because obviously there's been a lot of people, a lot of big names that have passed away this year. So that was a very kind of heartfelt goodbye.
You watched the entire thing from beginning to end?
I did. I didn't mean to. Normally I fall asleep. It's like 3 hours. Like it starts at 7, but but normally I fall asleep, but I didn't. For whatever reason, I was up. But it's probably why I'm tired today.
Okay, that's good. So Tim Chalamet, like
Timothy Chalamet.
something like that. I did read that he was humiliated because he didn't win the Oscar, and I did see that Michael B. Jordan won, and I love him.
Yeah.
Not only as an actor, but I've read it as a person. I've read some really great things about him as a person.
Yeah, and he's been taken to his mom to all the award shows. And his performance in Sinners was amazing. It's probably one of the only movies I actually saw. I think Timothy Chalamet is a great actor, but him dating Kylie Jenner, just my 2 cents, which he cares nothing about, it lowered his stock to me. Like he seemed like such a good, authentic actor, and I loved him in Willy Wonka. And I don't know. When I heard he was dating her, I was just like, ew, just gross.
I do think she looked like a blow-up doll a little bit, almost trashy, like a hooker.
They all look like that.
No, but last night the award show, it was just a little too much. Like rein it in. You're not the star, but
she probably got all pumped up with her lips. Her booblages are busting out of her dress. Like it just
she looked like a blow-up doll.
Yeah,
she really did. But it didn't lower my stock. Well, his stock wasn't that high for me to begin with, but I'm sure she's a nice person.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Oh my God, I can't say his name.
Jordan. Michael B. Jordan. One thing that also was very interesting is first time ever a female won for cinematography, which is kind of a big deal. Yeah. So it was, and then K-pop Demon Hunters won for best song and animated film.
K-pop Demon Hunter?
Yes. It's an animated movie. They sing that Golden song. Rising up, another moment. Gonna be golden. You have not heard that song. It's constantly playing everywhere. Like you've been under a rock if you have not heard that song.
I have to.
In fact, it's overplayed. I'm kind of hopeful that now that the award season is over, that we won't hear it anymore. Anyways, they won. It was fun. I enjoyed it. It was a good night with me, myself, and I. Like I kicked my family out. I go up to bed. I have my glass of wine, and I watched the Oscars by myself.
Whatever works. Well,
oh my gosh. Okay.
What else are we going to talk about today? That's titillating. I like that word.
I will say one thing that kind of popped up that I've heard a couple of other people talk about is there is a woman who, I guess she's a TikTok influencer or something, but she had a play date with her kid. So she had other kids over at her house, and she actually sent a Venmo invoice to the mother for this play date.
The mother of the kid that came over to play?
Yes. So she invoiced this mother.
She sent a bill to the mother of the child that came to play with her child.
Yes, she did.
For how much?
It's only like $15, but the audacity to actually have an invoice. And she itemized everything like toy wear and tear. The fact that he had like 3 juice boxes. He broke a toy. He went to the bathroom 4 times. I mean, just as the receiving mom, if I was the recipient, I would have been like, what were you doing? You were literally like hawking my kid this whole time while he's trying to be like play at your house. Like, that's just weird. That's just really fucked up.
How do you put a price on toilet paper? And if it's a boy, did he even need the toilet paper?
I don't know. I don't know what the sex of the kid was, but it's just more the idea that somebody would think that's okay.
Well, no, but also, how do you price it out?
Yeah, I mean, she's guessing. I mean, I think she's guesstimating.
The toilet paper per sheet, because I get double ply, is 60 cents each. So how do you quantify the amount?
I mean, I don't know. That's a great question. We'll have to ask her how she came up with her algorithm to charge for all this stuff.
I'm curious. So wear and tear on a couch, for example, is if my couch is $10,000 and yours is $300, so I'm going to add more to my couch.
I mean, that's kind of the thing. The idea that you would even itemize something like that and then ask for money. It's one thing if there was an expensive item in the house that got broken. Okay, maybe you're going to ask the parent, or if you take the kids to the movies, I mean, yeah, sure, the parent should Venmo you money because, you shouldn't need to spend $50 to $100 on this kid just because they're over on a play date. But $15, that's just ridiculous. I mean, totally. And I feel like the kid, if he or she knew about it, would be mortified.
especially the TikToker. They do that for attention.
Well, that's what some folks were saying is this rage bait? Is this, purposely happening to cause all this back and forth, which very well might be. I mean, look, I'm talking about it, but I also.
So what would you do?
Say again?
Would you pay it? Or would you not? Or would you say, what are you talking about?
I will say in like the parent communities, it can get pretty like weird, and weird in the sense like there is pressure to volunteer for certain things, or there's pressure to look a certain way when you show up to do stuff, and oftentimes I really don't give a shit, like kind of do what I need to do. But it's there. It's definitely, even if you're not partaking in that, it's there. And so I would probably say if that happened, I would absolutely pay it, but then I would probably not allow my kid to play with that kid again. And then I might even say something to her like, this is ridiculous. I can't believe that you would do this, type of thing.
Personally, I would pay it and invite her kid to my house because I use double plywood.
You use plywood to wipe your ass? No wonder you're so feisty.
Like my toilet paper is very expensive because I spare no expense with my booty. And my couch is expensive, and the juice I use is organic.
So you have all fancy stuff.
No, that's not all true. That's what I'm going to tell. That's what I would say. Okay, I'll pay your 15 and raise you 25, biatch.
So maybe like the tactic would be to overcharge on the reverse and see what happens. I know as a kid, my mom was a single mom and she didn't have a lot of money. And so she wasn't overly generous in terms of treating my friends when they would come over to stuff, which is understandable, right? But it wasn't like she would ever even assume to invoice. We just wouldn't do stuff. To me, that's just kind of fucked up. I'm just going to throw that out there. I just think that's a fucked up bitch.
She's a Karen or a Jessica, whatever we're calling them.
Yeah, she's a Jessica.
Our listeners to get their input. What would they? Number one, what would you do? I would be shocked.
Yeah.
Would you pay it or would you not pay it? Would you say something or would you not? Or would you be like me, like, I'm gonna pay it and charge you $50?
Right. Okay. Well, speaking of paying, I have a question for you. So if you order takeout,
okay,
and you go to pick up said takeout, do you tip the restaurant?
Ooh. I do not.
Like nothing?
No, because I'm picking it up. Why would I tip them?
I know. No, I'm just asking. Like I saw some other folks were talking online. They were saying how, there is that tip fatigue. And especially now with the economic times, I think a lot of people are a little bit more tight on, what they might be tipping out. But, I then went to go pick up some takeout and it just kind of dawned on me, like, I don't really want to tip. But then I felt bad. Should I be tipping? I don't know. Is it bad etiquette to not tip, but then they're not serving me? But they did put it all together, bagged it up.
I don't know. I wouldn't tip if I went to pick it up. If they dropped it off, yes, I would tip.
Right.
But, you go get a massage and it's $250 and you have to pay 20%.
What massage are you going for $250? Girl, I got a massage envy.
Pussy for nothing now, do you? I'm not cool like that. I get rubbed down, baby. No, I don't know. It's just hard because some celebrity had mentioned that tipping is overrated and he doesn't want to tip and he's got all this money. You would expect it to be over tipping. And I think, well, if I was wealthy, would I over tip? Probably. But even as a non-wealthy person, I do try to tip 20% unless it's really bad. But I feel bad because I know they're working so hard. Meanwhile, you're jobless and have no money, but you're tipping all this money.
Right.
So it's really difficult. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think servers, I definitely tip, and particularly if I go out to breakfast, because breakfast is when they make it's the least expensive meal, but they are going back and forth twice as many times because of all the coffee and stuff. So I definitely do 20% on servers like that. But it's all the other professions that sometimes it can be tough. I mean, massage, I'll tip, hairstylist, I'll tip, but I mean, to their point, it does kind of get exhausting where everything is a tip. And or like I'm checking out at CVS or at the grocery store and it's, do you want to round up for this cause? Do you want to round up for that cause? And it's just, and it's pennies, but it adds up. And to your point, when you don't have a job, you've got to.
I have a question. So when you're at the bar and the bar guy gets a beer, he just picks it up, opens it, and gives it to you. Mm-hmm. Do you tip him?
I usually tip like it's like $1 a drink. It's kind of how I know. But you're already paying
$4.50 for a beer, $5.50, $6, whatever the case would be, or they to open the tap, which I could do. and they give it to you and you're paying an extra $1 for expensive beer that's overpriced anyway.
Yeah.
And so you get 5 beers. Well, that's too much, but you get 4 beers, you're paying extra money. I'm just curious.
Like mixed drinks, I would always tip the $1. Beers, especially if you're buying like 3 and 4 at a time, I wouldn't tip. I might do like one big tip and then go back and get a couple more rounds and not tip, the type of thing. So, because like to your point for beers, you're just kind of popping up in a top.
I just wonder, I would love to know, does everybody do 20%? And then there are celebrities who are so cheap, which I would be giving away money if I could. But, when is it not okay, or when is it okay to tip? Do you tip when you go get a massage and it's so expensive that you give 20%? Like, what the hell?
So when it comes to the massage or service, and so with the massage, I would not just say 20% because, for example, I could pay $90 and get an hour massage at Massage Envy, or $200 and get an hour massage. It's time, right? So to me, and how good it was, in my opinion. Just like they say, when you do have your bill from dinner or something, you take off the drinks because those are the most expensive things. But the reality is, if I buy a $100 bottle of wine, I'm now paying 20% on top of a $100 bottle of wine versus a $20 bottle.
Wow, I tip on the whole bill.
Well, and I did that too for years. And then I don't know if it was Drew or somebody was saying to me, like, take off the drinks first and then do your 20%. And then if you want to add extra, sure, because especially if they're opening up the bottles of wine or, mixing the drinks or whatever. But at the end of the day, that's where it kind of shifted a little bit for me. But just like with service in a restaurant, if they're terrible waiters or waitresses, I'm going to probably I'm still going to give them something, but I might be like, okay, here's 10%.
I'm going to give them something.
I'm going to give them something right in the face. What?
So with the massage, what if you had an hour massage and a 30-minute massage? But the 30-minute massage, you got a happy ending. Would you then pay more?
That would just be prostitution at that point.
Well, would it be though? Like if they're giving you, like, are you prostituting yourself out if you're giving?
No, but I'm paying. I'm paying for it. I'm buying it. I am now soliciting for the services of a prostitute. I don't know.
Right.
I guess it depends on if they ask me. Otherwise, it would be a whole other situation.
So wait, if they asked you if you wanted a happy ending, you'd be okay with it. But if they just did the happy ending, you wouldn't tip as much.
I don't know if I would tip at all if they didn't ask, and I was like, I think you need to stop this. Or they give me the tip just for a minute, just
where your head is, which I always know where your head is.
What about you? If you were getting a massage and a handsome Brad Pitt looking gentleman, was rubbing your thigh and kind of got a little close, would you stop it? But would you still tip more on that? Because that's also kind of saying, okay, I'm going to come back.
Okay, so this is Brad Pitt lookalike here we're talking?
Yes, Brad Pitt lookalike.
No, I think I'd tip him.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I would go back.
You heard it here. She'd be a repeat customer.
I just want to know if it was intentional or accidental. I just need to find out. So, like quality.
If you saw that massage therapist like a lot, regularly, I don't know. I can't talk about this because I go get massages and Drew's going to start questioning. You just had a massage yesterday. What is happening?
I get too impatient.
Yeah.
Straight up.
With the massages.
I just get impatient.
Yeah.
They take too long, and then when they have hairy arms and they touch me, ugh.
How do you know they have hairy arms? Can you feel it?
Yes, you can feel the hair just slide down your back, and it makes me want to just.
Oh God, that's awful.
And then
where are you going to get massages? Because I do not want to go there.
And then, I just can't do it. So the hairy arm is one, and then they just. When they're up and close, your face isn't part of their bodies. I don't like that either.
Nobody was that none of my massages have ever had the body close to my face. Mm-hmm. Unless they're going over your head to massage your stomach or something.
Their junk is here and then they're behind you or in front of you, and it just doesn't, it's not my thing. And then one time I was in South America, in Central America, and she's like, just take everything off. And I was like, no, it's just uncomfortable. She's like, don't worry about it. I was like, fuck it. Okay, I'll take everything off. She's spreading your legs and doing things. Oh. Yeah.
I
She's
did
like, "Don't be embarrassed."
the massage, but I do I do get fully naked. But I've been doing a lot of massages for like PT on my knee and my leg, and some of them will do like stretches. Like I'm laying down and they're yanking up my leg and my knee, and I'm going, hopefully the light's not bright.
You have underwear on?
No,
Exactly. It's like
they
your
have the
little
sheets
flower
that kind of
shit.
hide you and stuff, so it's all there's nothing remotely sexual about it at
Look,
all.
if your flower is out for everybody to see, there's something sexual going on.
Well, it's my birthday, so it's an old flower. It's like a heavily, severely wilted flower.
But nevertheless, yeah, she was all into my business, and I was all naked. And then I was like, "All right, I'm just gonna let be."
Let it be.
I felt a little naughty.
So, did you go back?
No, I was in a different country. I never went back. I was like, this is my last massage. Between the hair and the flower being exposed, it was just too much. It's too much. No more.
One thing I heard this week too, I guess there was like a new poll that came out about accents. So, like talking about just being in a different country and stuff. But they specifically were talking about not global accents, but regional accents within the United States. Like which ones are the sexiest? And it shocked me because you and I even said this the other day that the number one sexiest accent is Southern. They're thinking Matthew McConaughey, Southern, right? Who? Matthew McConaughey, Southern. That kind of like sexy cowboy sort of thing. But I mean, I'll be honest, I think men with Southern accents and women too, we just all sound like a bunch of dumb hicks. So
who's we?
It's just like heavy Southern accents to me. I was just not, it's not attractive in any way, shape, or form. So I was surprised. that was up there.
It's interesting. I think it depends on where in the South, because Louisiana is Southern, but I don't enjoy that accent very much.
So that was on there too. They actually have, so the number one was the Southern, and the Southern was Texas, Georgia, Tennessee. Mm-hmm. So again, it's the Matthew McConaughey type drawl that is sexy, right? I mean, Matthew McConaughey can do no wrong. So I'm with you on that. And then they had New York accent, which I do like. And then Louisiana Cajun was one of the high ones.
So for American accents, I think Southern it just depends on the Southernness. But you know what? I was in Boston once, and I don't think I sound too Southern. And I was telling somebody I was from North Carolina, and I guess I sounded Southern, and they loved it. So all of a sudden, I was like, "Hey, y'all!
Hey, oh yeah, a little Southern belle."
I mean, I just dialed it up, and they loved it.
I think one of the best accents I've ever heard, it was actually in Philadelphia. And the gentleman in particular, it was like this weird cross between like a Boston, New York type accent. And I was mesmerized by it. I mean, truly mesmerized by this accent.
Can you replicate it?
No, I can't. Can't at all. I'm just not gonna even try. Like I can barely, it's been so long I can barely even think about it, but that was one of the accents that I would also put on my list as top hot. What about you?
I love my British accent and my Scottish accent.
Yeah, but they sound identical.
So clearly I can't replicate them, but in my mind I sound different. But then when I said it out loud, I didn't sound different at all.
Yeah. No, you did not. I like Australian. If you're talking global, I like Australian. I think that's kind of hot.
Okay, mate. Good day, mate.
Good day, mate. It's the same kind of thing that you were talking with your Scottish.
And my British accent.
Let's go back to the questions. We can just continue to be complete fucking idiots.
Well, if you insist, I'm going to ask you and you're going to know the answer.
I'm kidding. No. The answer is no.
What happens to Bruce Banner when he gets angry?
He turns green into the Incredible Hulk.
There you go. See, you're not a complete moron.
Oh my God. Just occasionally. Just occasionally, right? So what's your sip and sign off?
Ooh, sip and sign off. I had an amazing weekend, and I spent all day with you. Not all day, but all morning with you. We did our toes. We had lunch. My nephew, who's 24, wanted to come hang out with us, obviously. And then after that, I went to have family members in town from another country and a cousin I haven't seen in 26 years. And we had the most amazing time. It was like no time went by. And I felt incredibly lucky because I always say there are people that have nobody in this world. So I will say that my sip and sign off is a reminder to count your blessings for the people that love you, because sometimes I can be a pain in the ass and I'm still loved. So just count your blessings for the people that love you and that you have love in your life, and for your health, because it can change on a dime. So I'm feeling very lucky today.
That's very true. It's always nice to have a friend or a family member that you don't get to see all the time, but as soon as you do, it's amazing when it's no time's passed. It's a neat feeling. No, that's awesome. So my sip and sign off is kind of a dovetail of that, because like you, it was great spending time on Saturday with everybody. On Sunday, we actually celebrated another good friend of mine. She turned 75, and it was great to be around people. But today, for my own birthday, I got a massage. I did not get a happy ending. But it was nice to kind of just be. Like, I didn't have anything I had to do. Drew picked up the kids. It was just... And so I guess I was thinking about it today, because we've got other friends whose birthdays are around the corner, and my sister's birthday's around the corner. And it's like, everybody should just take a little bit of time for yourself, especially if you haven't gotten your toes done or got a massage or ate at your favorite restaurant or just had dessert for breakfast. Like, just give yourself that little treat, because you're worth it. And like you said before, with all the shit happening right now, I think we all could use a little attaboy here and there. So, and if you can't get it from others, give it to yourself.
Agreed. I think everybody needs that moment of just something for me, myself, and I that feels good, period, in the story. Well, I hope you have a happy birthday.
Thank you.
All our listeners have a great day.
Yeah. And we will see you next Tuesday. Bye.
If you enjoy this podcast, follow us on Instagram under Broad Speaking Broadly, and we will
see you next Tuesday.